Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. If we could have everyone start taking their seats, the program will begin shortly. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody, if we could have you take your seats, we'll begin the program in just a moment. Thank you.
So good morning. Welcome to South Carolina Ports Authority headquarters in Mount Pleasant. We have a brief video to show you first, and then we'll get started with the event. So, thank you. So welcome to the groundbreaking ceremony for Walmart Import Distribution Center 7 in Ridgeville, South Carolina. We've taken every conceivable precaution in this COVID environment to assure a ceremony is consistent with all safety protocols. Consequently, this is a very small gathering here at our headquarters, with many watching remotely and a remote ceremony at the Ridgeville location. So we welcome all of you that are watching on YouTube. But I'm sure that in normal times, the enthusiasm for this project would have meant a gathering which would fill a convention center. To be very clear, there have been many significant days in the history of this port. To name a few, the opening of the Wando Terminal, where we are today in 1981, which is now the second largest single container terminal on the east coast of the United States. The opening of the BMW factory in Greer in 1994, the largest factory for the BMW Group in the world. The construction of the new Hugh Leatherman Container Terminal, which will open in March next year and will eventually have capacity of 2.4 million TEU, in addition to what we have today. And the first dig on the Charleston 52-foot deepening project in 2017, which will give us the deepest harbor on the East Coast at a time when it is clearly needed. But I would say without equivocation that there's no more significant day in the history of this port and the supply chain complex in the state of South Carolina than this day where we celebrate the groundbreaking of Walmart IDC-7. The reason is very simple. Without a significantly expanding cargo base, none of the significant infrastructure investments that we make are possible. And significant changes afoot in the retail supply chain with the growth and success of the omnichannel retailer, in which Walmart is paving the way. I've had the privilege of doing business with Walmart in two organizations for over 20 years. Walmart is the largest retailer in the world and the recognized leader in supply chain innovation and efficiency. They do things at significant scale, and they value speed, simplicity, performance, and integrity. I've always felt that doing business with Walmart requires a significant cultural alignment. It's a very simple proposition. You do what is expected and provide solutions, not excuses. Their culture is one of collaboration, not conflict. They value partnership and deliver on their commitments without exception. From the earlier days of the sundown rule, the Walmart cheer, which I must say I still miss, and the weekly Saturday morning management meetings in Bentonville, Walmart has evolved into an amazingly progressive company that it is today, setting the standard for the future of retail with utmost care and concern for its employees. We're grateful for the opportunity to be a partner in this endeavor and can assure the Walmart team that we stand for the same cultural values. Very important for the port, working with Walmart is a significant learning opportunity. We will learn to be a better organization through our partnership. And we've already learned a lot. We learned that you could build an almost 3 million square foot building on a single site in the Lowcountry. We learned that such a building required almost 2,500 trailer parking spaces, not the 500 that we originally assumed. It's a 1.5 mile walk around the perimeter of the main building. And we're hopeful that as Walmart grows and further consolidates its leadership position in retail, that this is just the beginning of a fruitful relationship between us. We began work on this project 4 years ago. These types of projects take a long time, and the uncertainty of trade tensions got a bit in the way. But we're here today due to the incredible collaboration of many partners who together made it possible for this project to be realized. As I've said many times, the port business is a team sport. And most of these partners are here today, and they include the South Carolina Department of Commerce, represented by Nelson Lindsay, Dorchester County. I can't say enough about Dorchester County, represented by John Trueluck, Council Chairman George Bailey, and many other representatives from Dorchester County. Certainly the international container shipping industry, a port serves ships, represented today by CMA CGM, U.S. President Ed Aldridge, and Chief Commercial Officer Nick Fafudis, the largest ocean carrier for Walmart today. Charleston Stevedoring Company, who loads ships, represented by Dan Hall. Tradeport Logistics, who does the Walmart e-commerce business here today, and the transload facility adjacent to us, represented by George Powers and John Edwards. And that facility is really a bridge to the future in Ridgeville. And finally, the International Longshoremen's Association, the three crafts of the ILA, which work the ships in the port here along with our team. I would be negligent if I did not recognize the great team at the South Carolina Ports Authority that worked diligently on this project. Time was of the essence, and many obstacles had to be removed along the way, and timelines accelerated. This includes our project leader, Micah Malice, our COO, Barbara Melvin, and her engineering team led by Walter Lagarin with Adam Davison and Mark Messersmith, our operations team where Tommy Puckharber has been dedicated to the Walmart account, our lawyer, Randy Lowell, who negotiated the many enabling agreements for the project, and our external affairs team led by Jordy Arbor, and the team of organizers here today. And Brooke, thanks to you for your cooperative effort in this as well. So it's really a distinct privilege for me to lead this team every day. And finally, thanks to the Walmart supply chain and real estate teams for their unwavering confidence in South Carolina, signified by this $220 million investment in Dorchester County. And a special thanks to Anita Hargett of the Walmart tax team, who lives in South Carolina, who really shepherded this project from its infancy to where we are today. Also, I want to offer a special welcome to the new general manager for the facility in Ridgeville, Jeff Holzbauer. Been, I think, 1 month with Walmart. Congratulations on your new role with a truly great company. You will certainly enjoy living in the Low Country, and we look forward to working with you. So I'd like to introduce now, to make a few remarks, Senator Sean Bennett. He is the state senator from District 38, which encompasses the Ridgeville Industrial Campus. Sean is really a mover and shaker in terms of business. He's been the chairman of the CRDA. He's been involved in One Dorchester, involved in education as well, has a grown family, lives out in that area, and has been a great supporter of the port. So, Senator Bennett.
Thank you, Jim, and I appreciate you inviting me to be here today. This is an important time for our community and certainly our state. And as I'm thinking about comments to make, I think about really two words: validation and opportunity. Validation. Certainly, we know that South Carolina has been blessed for a number of years, for decades, really, of being a great place to work and to live, and we've had great successes in South Carolina. But this is validation today that Dorchester County also plays a significant role in that economic engine. Validation that Walmart, being one of, if not the most recognizable names in global business today, is realizing what so many of our companies and industries that are already located in Dorchester County, both homegrown and those that have moved in, are recognizing, and Walmart is able to help us to spread that word even further about the value and the opportunities available in Dorchester County. And opportunity comes to mind when we start thinking about the people that live in Dorchester County, the workers that will supply the workforce for this community, the education community that's going to educate those folks, the ability for people in Dorchester County to have more and more opportunities every year to work in the place that they live rather than exit the community. That is a significant detail that is often overlooked when we're talking about the successes of this region and the state. Dorchester County folks have often had to move out or leave every morning in order to support their families, and that's no longer the case. Certainly they have those opportunities, and if they want to, that's great, but there are wonderful, wonderful opportunities within our community every day. So validation and opportunity come to mind. I want to thank everybody involved, certainly Dorchester County Economic Development, John Trulock, who's already been mentioned, County Council, everybody involved in our community, the state. Governor, thank you for being here. Jim, thank you for being a driving force behind this. And Greg, thank you for building a massive building. We're kind of known for massive buildings in the Charleston region these days, whether it's Boeing or this distribution center. So I want to thank you for that. And thank you for bringing that opportunity and validating the good things that are going on in South Carolina and Dorchester County. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean, and thanks again to the team in Dorchester County. It's a real privilege for me to introduce Greg Smith, who's the Executive Vice President of Supply Chain for Walmart. He's responsible for all product flow, distribution, and fulfillment center operations, e-commerce replenishment, as well as responsibility for all domestic and global transportation. You might know that Walmart's e-commerce business is up about 80% year over year, so it's a dynamic company. Greg was, prior to that, Senior Vice President of Global Operations for Goodyear Tire and Rubber. He's also had significant supply chain positions with ConAgra and with Quaker Oats. I'm proud to say that Greg earned a degree in business from the Haslam College of Business at a great university, the University of Tennessee, and he currently serves on the global supply chain and the Dean's Advisory Board of the University of Tennessee. So Greg, welcome to Charleston, and thanks for being here.
Well, thank you, Jim. Thank you, Senator Bennett. It is an absolute pleasure to be here today. I can't tell you how excited it is for us to have the opportunity to be able to celebrate the groundbreaking of our new facility in Dorchester County. You know, this has been a project years in the making. And you heard today, as we've discussed earlier, I mean, 4 years, a number of folks have been working on this. And I'd be remiss without taking the opportunity to really thank all of you who have been a very significant part of bringing this to life today. A lot of you, quite frankly, that was part of the brainchild that helped us pull this all together. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank Secretary Hitt, also Nelson Lindsay, and the team from the South Carolina Department of Commerce. Jim Newsome, Micah, phenomenal work from you guys. You are a lot to do with why we're actually here for the Port Authority. So thank you for all the work of the Port Authority. You know, I would say that the inspiration and the dedication that the Port had to help us get through these last 4 years has been really inspiring. It has been a phenomenal component of our success. And Governor, you know, this has been a true partnership for private and public sectors, and we really appreciate all of your support at the state level for everything that you've done. We also want to thank Senator Lindsey Graham for his work, and just thank you both for being the champions that you were to be able to get this project to fruition and be able to be here today. You know, and finally, I'd like to say Dorchester County, John Trulock, and this town of Ridgeville. Thank you very much for everything you've done. You know, in South Carolina, we service customers in 120 retail locations. Online, we have a distribution network that's established here, and we have the benefit of basically having about 32,000 associates across the state. You know, when we come to, as Walmart, we come to serve a community, it's very important for us to be a part of the community. And it's very important to us now to say we're part of the Ridgeville community. So we look forward to that. And again, I want to thank everyone for everything that you've done to this point in time to really help us get to this stage. And we look forward to the future and where we're going from here. So let me tell you a little bit about the facility. We made the first announcement back in July. And as stated, and you saw in the video, we're going to be investing $220 million in one of the largest distribution centers that we have across the company in Walmart. That distribution center is clearly in Dorchester County, and it's going to really significantly help us from a strengthening of our overall Walmart supply chain. But it's also going to allow us to be able to provide 1,000 full-time, high-quality jobs. You know, we're very eager to be part of the economic success of this region. And we want to come with competitive job opportunities and also advancements for people to be able to grow their careers and to be able to spend many years with Walmart. The impact of this facility is going to be great, we believe, within the region, but it's also going to be a big element to helping us serve our customers better. When this facility is completed, it will be 3 million square feet. It'll take us roughly 14 months to construct and have it starting in operation, and we'll phase into operations. We anticipate ultimately we'll start servicing 2 of our regional distribution centers. When we are at full steam, we'll be actually servicing about 6 of our regional distribution centers, about 850 Walmart stores, and Sam's Clubs across South Carolina, across southeastern United States. This is going to be a massive facility, and your reach and the touch is going to be broad beyond just South Carolina. You know, again, I would say very appreciative, Jim, again, for what you did at the reports and what your team has done. You know, when you really look, we commend you for your leadership and speed to market, the work that you've done in reliable operations, what you're doing to allow bigger ships to come into the region, for efficient market reach and environmental responsibility. I think when it's all said and done and we're at full operation, the volume that we'll put through this facility will actually increase the overall port by about 5%, which is pretty significant. So truly, Ridgeville is an example of our investments that are strategic for us, that are going to help us win with our customers in the future, to be able to supply customers with products where, when, and how they want them. You know, our business has changed pretty dramatically at Walmart. When you think about what's happened with COVID-19, in the last 8 months, we have seen an advancement of e-commerce and digital operations. And you know, in the past, used to think about supply chains as being in the back and basically not being seen. But what we're learning through the pandemic is, quite frankly, that supply chains are a lifeline, and supply chains have to be healthy. They have to be robust. Our markets are changing. Our customers changing. They're becoming more dynamic in their wants. Supply chains are not as one-dimensional, and we're finding more and more that we have to modify our supply chains to be able to deal with the geography, the item, the speed, the time, and the cost to be able to serve, to be able to meet those needs of our customers. So therefore, it's important for us to be on the forefront, to be successful, to be reliable, and to ensure that we're a component of loyalty and driving that customer loyalty for many years to come. So as we look at these investments and we're building the capabilities, you know, Ridgeville is a great example for us to be able to help us to continue not only to service our stores, but to grow that fast-growing and expanding e-commerce business to be able to service our customers even better. So as I close today, again, I'd like to say thank you. We found a great partner within the state of South Carolina, and it's absolutely privileged to be here. We're so excited about all the support and help that we've had. I'd like to also recognize somebody else from our team. I'd like to introduce you to Jeff Brazil and ask Jeff to please stand. Jeff is our Vice President of Fashion and Import Facilities and has been on the forefront on the inside of Walmart helping push this project forward, working with many of you here today. And the success and the reason we're here, he has a lot to do with it. So thank you, Jeff. We really appreciate that. And then Jeff Holzbauer, congratulations. Welcome to Walmart. 4 weeks with the company, but he is going to be your new general manager for the Ridgeville facility. And we're very excited about having him on board. I know he's very excited about joining the family of South Carolina and being a big part of the community in Dorchester County. So again, thank you all for everything you've done. We look forward to the future. It's great what we've done together so far, but the future is bright, and we're going to do even better things as we go forward. So thank you for all your support.
Thank you so much, Greg, for those great remarks. It's always a privilege to introduce the 117th Governor of the state of South Carolina, Henry McMaster. Governor McMaster is laser focused on business development, has been integrally involved in this project. I'm also proud to say that he served on our board prior to being the Lieutenant Governor. I know that was the springboard to your governorship, Governor. But anyway, without any further ado, Governor McMaster.
Thank you very much. Y'all, thank you. I do appreciate that. And Greg Smith, I love you use the word family, and you're a part of our family. We're proud of our family, proud of South Carolina. We think it's the best place in the world to live, work, and raise a family. And it's becoming pretty clear that a lot of companies from around the world that could go anywhere are coming to the same conclusion, because they're deciding to come to South Carolina to invest hundreds of millions of billions of dollars right here, and there's a lot riding on it every time, and they're making the right decision. But speaking of family, I see my old dear friends Mark Bike, his wife Julia, they're from Florence. My mom and daddy were born in Florence. We've known the Bikes way back, their parents and mine. And wasn't long ago, a few years ago, Julia says to Mark, when I got elected Attorney General, she said, you know, I think Henry and I might be cousins. And then I got elected governor, and she says, no, Mark, I'm sure we are cousins. No doubt about it. But it's a great family. And this is what success looks like. And it's because in South Carolina we use the 3 C's. We communicate, collaborate, and cooperate. We don't stand on ceremony. If you need a phone call, you need to talk to somebody, you pick up the phone and call them. You don't need a meeting. And that gives us an advantage. And our size, we are about right dead center in the country in geographic size and dead center in the country in the population, with about 5 million proud, happy South Carolinians. But we're a little bit different. Every state has its own flavor. Every state's got its own great things. But what they tell me about South Carolina is that it's the people. I've asked these investors, big companies from around the world, why did you choose South Carolina? It was a great technical college system, the great research universities. Mark was on the board of the University of South Carolina for 20-something years, and Julia's father before that. And was it the research universities that work with the technical colleges, that work with the businesses, that all work together? We have collaborations going on of several companies, innovative, imaginative things from around the world, all in locations in these universities, and they'll collaborate and cooperate and enter into research and development agreements and understandings with any company, any entity that wants to do it. Those are the things that make us great. But what the investors tell me is it's the people, it's the people, it's the people of South Carolina. We are a little different. Mark Clark, who was the Citadel the president of the Citadel years ago, after four stars in the U.S. Army after World War II, said that there's more patriotism per square inch in South Carolina than any place in the world. And that patriotism translates into loyalty, into determination, into friendship, and into people who will work, who will do what they say. The president of BMW said that South Carolina is a handshake state. You don't need to write it down. In fact, I remember a story is in Florence. I don't remember who the business leader was that told me, but they had gone to the grand opening of his building in downtown Florence. This was years ago. And everybody was clapping, and as they cut the ribbon and walking back, the banker friend says, you better come on by the bank and let's sign the mortgage papers on that building that we just opened up. It's a handshake state, and it makes a difference. So we are delighted that Walmart is becoming even more a part of the South Carolina family, and we assure you that you will be treated like family, and that this is what success and progress looks like. And as that famous philosopher Tim McGraw said, also known as a country music singer, he said, I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. And that's precisely what we're doing today. And we thank you. And I have a gift. Greg Smith, this is our state seal. It says, in Latin, while I breathe, I hope, and we are breathing and hoping, and we're succeeding and winning, and we are happy to have you as a part of our family.
Well, thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Governor McMaster. We have several elected officials here today, both state level and representatives of our federal delegation. Senator Vernon Stevens, Senator Brian Adams, Representative Mark Smith, Representative Joe Bustos, Representative Dion Tedder, Representative Van Cato, I know from Lindsey Graham's office I saw here. Senator Scott has a representative. Congressman Clyburn has a representative. We rely heavily on our federal delegation to get our harbors deepened, our state delegation as well to provide the funding for that. So thanks for being here. And again, I can't say enough about Dorchester County Council, Chairman Bailey, Councilman Byers, Councilman Eddie Crosby, and County Administrator Jason Ward, in addition to John Trueluck. I think, John, we ought to have a statue for you out here or something, potentially. So, okay, so it's now that magical time. We have never done a virtual groundbreaking before. I hope we don't have to do too many more of them. It's much more fun to be out in the mud in the middle of a project, but we're going to do that today. And we're going to start off, we had, again, because of COVID and because of the need to assure proper protocols, we had the actual ceremony in Ridgeville yesterday, and we have a video to show you about that.
Hello everybody, I'm Jeff Holzbauer, the new General Manager for Walmart's Import Distribution Center here in Ridgeville, South Carolina. We're so excited to be here on site, which will soon be a 3 million square foot storage and cross-dock facility supporting about 850 Walmart and Sam's Club stores, employing roughly 1,000 individuals. To celebrate the kickoff of the construction, I'm joined here today by several key partners who have been very instrumental in helping us cross the finish line of getting construction beginning here today. On behalf of Walmart, I'd like to thank Ridgeville Mayor Pro Tem Lorraine Grant, George Bailey, Dorchester County Council Chair, and John Trueluck, Director of Dorchester County Economic Development. We couldn't be here today without their support and involvement. I'd also like to give a special thanks to Michael Malice and the South Carolina Ports Authority. We are thrilled to partner with you on this center and look forward to our continued partnership. With that, I'll now turn it over to George Bailey to give a few words.
This is a great day in Dorchester County, make no mistake about it. You couldn't be looking at a more happy man than George Bailey. I'm very excited about the day. On behalf of Dorchester County Council and Dorchester County, I say thank you so much. We are thrilled to have Walmart here today and it building this 3 million square foot distribution center in the western end, Bill, the western end of Dorchester County. Thank you so much. And to the State Port Authority, thank you for all y'all done to help bring this project to Dorchester County. And I appreciate your friendship. Our county appreciates your friendship and relationship that we have. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Let me close with this. Thank you. Thank you. God bless everybody.
Thank you as well, George. But without further ado, let's break ground.
1, 2, 3.
We'll see you at the port.
Governor. Very nice.
So thanks again for all of you being here today. It's a great day for the port, great day for the state of South Carolina, and we look forward to many, many years of successful collaboration with Walmart. And Greg, we do have a history book of the South Carolina Ports Authority for you that we'll give you to take back to the Walmart campus. So with that, thank you very much for being here. Yeah, I tried to pick it up. I couldn't get it to...